What I'm seeing right now is actually lacking masculinity. That what attracted me to doing this kind of work around guys, and seeing the possibility and having a better life experience as a man and wanting this for everyone became pretty clear to me. This is why I'm doing it.
What do you feel like is the biggest misconception about masculinity in our current society?
Biggest misconception is thinking it's toxic or it's bad or anything like that. Actually, lacking of it is toxic. Lacking of it is bad for the society. Having strong male figures is much needed, more than ever right now, as the cycle continues. You know the saying, hard times create strong men create good times create weak men create hard times. Goes in a cycle. Right now, my friend, we are in the hard times. People might not see it that way, but we are in the hard times. We're full of weak men. But it's gonna get back. The cycle continues.
What's your vision?
My vision is getting people stepping into their masculine role and owning and having an ownership of their identity as a man in a world where things are not very clear at the moment.
Why is getting into nature and practicing things like ice bath so important?
Getting into nature, practicing things, being in the cold, ice, grounding, feeling the rivers, mountains, walking barefoot. These activities are essential as we used to live primals in the nature and doing all this stuff like hunting, getting up with a sunrise, walking barefoot, fasting, bathing in the ice cold rivers. This is your default setting. Going away from this, moving away from this is only going to stress your body. We need more of being in nature. We need more of spending time in the nature and grounding with who we are, what nature actually wanted us to become, evolve into.
Can you talk about the project that you're launching in Nevada City?
The project I'm launching in Nevada City, Wild Men, is going to be a group of men coming together to do all these activities in a short weekend. It's going to be full of action, being in nature, walking barefoot, getting ice baths, climbing on rocks, swimming in rivers, grounding yourself and fulfilling yourself with the energy of nature. That's going to be rejuvenized and build a better you, and bringing that back to your life, day-to-day life, is going to make you see what you've been looking for, what you've been seeking for, connecting to the roots. That's what I'm trying to create with my Wild Man.
What was the biggest surprise this weekend in attending the Awaken Warrior Retreat?
Biggest surprise coming here is not much of a surprise, but I would say understanding and seeing, reflecting yourself, being in a group setting. Stuff maybe you already know, honestly. Most of us maybe might think it's a surprise or something, but stuff that's already been running through your head. But once you take a pause, sit back, have some time to think clearly without distractions, that's going to bring out what you are really seeking inside, what you really need to change, what you're really looking for. That again made me clear how much that was needed, how much I also need to be doing more of, taking that pause and reset in the nature with other group of men.
Who do you think that this retreat is good for? Who would you recommend to come in the future?
Anyone who is stuck in their mind and feeling like they are in a place of victim mentality, maybe feeling the world is fighting against them, or looking for deeper answers, looking for something greater, a greater purpose, greater reason, and not knowing where to start. That would be a good fit.
What does the word dominance mean to you?
Dominance means control over yourself, having control over your emotions, having the understanding who you are, how you operate, how you can actually stay your ground in who you want to be or become. It's not about forcing things, it's about being a certain way and standing that ground. It's not about having the power dynamics is a different thing. It's about your frame. It's not about showing and forcing power onto others or to yourself either. Sometimes we all do that, get into negative cycle of forcing ourselves into something that might not be what we truly want.